Baka kaagad eh. Oh, ayan na. Di ba?
Yes. Hello, good morning. Welcome to my channel. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. And today I have a special guest, Kuya Tony Cercena. He's retired senior chief of the Navy. And we're here today in his beautiful house. And we're gonna ask him some questions regarding his journey with the U.S. Navy. And since we already celebrated the Veterans Day, so we can do the presentation and talk to him about his journey with the U.S. Navy. And especially he's from the Philippines. So, go Pinoy! We're proud to be Filipino. So here we go. Hi, Kuya Tony. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
great to hear. And so I just want to ask you a few questions regarding your journey with the U.S. Navy.
My pleasure.
Okay. And how did you start your joining the Navy?
I started joining the Navy on May 19 of 1960. That's way back. But 1960, and I went to San Diego for training. Training is 12 weeks at boot camp training in San Diego, and that's how you turn a young boy like me, coming from the Philippines, into a man after the training.
Oh, that's great. Wow, see, that's a nice story. So we're gonna keep going and ask him more about his Navy career. So, do you have a family member already in the U.S. Navy also, or how did you like get into
No,
it?
I was the first one.
Oh,
I have two other brothers, but they did not get a chance to join the Navy because to start with, I was already working in Manila, and that's how I get to know that the recruiting over in Sanley Point during that time. And my two other brothers, they already have their jobs, and so they weren't interested.
oh, I see. Okay. Anyway, what about the first assignment when you joined the Navy? Did you go travel the world? I know that you can do that by going to the different countries.
Sure. After boot camp training, I was assigned on a ship, and the ship goes to from San Diego to Hawaii, Hawaii to Guam, then Guam to the Philippines, and that's how I get to see my family during that time after boot camp training. And shortly after that, I have been all over the countries in Asia, like what I just told you, in Hawaii, Guam, to Japan, to Korea, and also to Da Nang and Vietnam. And that time, during that 1965, is that when it started Vietnam War, and the ship I was on was involved in during the
Oh.
war in Vietnam.
Oh, so you were there, huh? Wow. Okay, and so after those Asian countries, that Navy assignment, what are the other places where you assign? Like maybe somewhere in Europe?
Sure. When you join the Navy, they said, join the Navy and see the world, which is pretty true.
Yeah.
But during the time that I was on the ship, I was stationed on ships that goes to all over Europe. And the ship I was on then is the USS Guam. It's a helicopter carrier.
Wow.
And that's how I enlisted during that time frame. And the people, celebrities during that time, like Bob Hope, it goes to all ships that goes to during the Christmas time, and they bring the Christmas spirit to the ships and to crew on the ship. Now we were in Beirut during that time, but then after the trip to Beirut, I also got stationed in Keflavik, Iceland, and my wife and I, while we were in Iceland, we traveled 17 different countries in Europe. to start with, went to England, Scotland, Scandinavian countries, Greece, even St. Petersburg, Russia, and other countries that I mentioned, and other parts of other countries as we visited is Paris, and
Iceland.
Paris in France, and Rhode in Spain,
What Germany?
and also different countries like the Netherlands and the Scandinavian countries.
Oh, nice. I love Netherlands too. I was there in Holland. I went to the windmill, the old windmill, and
Holland is a beautiful country. We've seen the
Flowers.
windmills, and we even walked in the fields of the tulips.
Yes.
And that was during the time, in the May time frame is when the tulips are being grown in Holland.
Yes, blooming. Yes, so that's nice, and it's really great to hear a lot of experience and also a lot of your world exploring time during the Navy career.
Now let's talk about Veterans Day.
Yes.
Yesterday was Veterans Day. We were able to observe and celebrate Veterans Day with the First Lady Admiral of the Naval War College. It's Rear Admiral Cercena Chatham, and I was able to have the opportunity with Gloria and I had a picture taken with the Admiral during
nice.
that time frame, and then we had dinner with them. It's a celebration of the Veterans Veterans Day celebration is observed, and a lot of the restaurants around in town like Applebee's and
Yes.
the Texas Roadhouse. We went over there for lunch and for dinner at Applebee's. It's only the time on Veterans Day where all these business restaurants give free steak
Meal?
dinner
Wow.
to all veterans,
Oh, that's
and not only veterans but also for active duty people,
including the
including their
the
families.
spouse.
Which Gloria and I
Oh,
enjoyed that steak dinner in
Oh, wow,
Applebee's
nice.
last night.
oh, that's nice. So now we can also share that during Veterans Day, if you are in the service, any service in the U.S. military, right?
Oh
In
yeah.
Navy,
Tell
Army.
Fred,
Yeah.
Fred, Nina, you
That-
should remember this
Yes.
every Veterans Day.
You get free meal.
Applebee's and even IHOP. We had breakfast
Oh,
at IHOP,
wow.
and
So-
it's free. These are restaurants that
Newport
participate
Creamery.
in showing their gratitude to veterans who served in the armed forces. And I think it's only in America that these things happen.
Yes, correct.
No other countries in the world do that.
Yes, that's true. Okay, and when did you retire? Since you are now retired.
Okay, I retired in March 1st of 1990 after completing, like I told you, I first joined in Navy in 1960 and I retired in 1990, completing 30 years in the Navy. But my career in the Navy was full of experience, wonderful experience that I remember, memories that we have visiting different countries all over the world. And after retirement, I went back to school. I had to complete my college education. I went to University of Rhode Island and completed my degree in medical administration. That's why I was able to work at the Navy hospital for another 15 years. So
And that
adding to that 30 years retirement in the Navy and another 15 years in the civil service working as a civilian. So 45 years of my life I was associated with the U.S. Navy. And when I turned 65 in 2005, of course, Social Security kicks in. So I'm living a good life from my retirement with the Navy, civil service, and Social Security.
Oh,
It's a wonderful
Oh.
life to remember.
yeah, look at him.
Thank
He
you.
still
Thank you.
looks young, and he started when he was young, and he retired. Still looks young. So,
Thank you.
and that's a great and wonderful story to hear about our retired veteran from the Navy. And how did you decide? Why did you decide to retire in Newport, Rhode Island? Because this is a beautiful place to retire, also.
Okay. Rhode Island is the 13th state here in New England, and the reason for my retirement here is that I love the four seasons here. I love California, but California is so big. There are so many people in California, Filipinos in California, San Diego, Long Beach, and others parts of like San Francisco and Los Angeles. I didn't want to live in a big city like those cities I mentioned. I like Newport because in Newport, you know everybody. You know the mayor, you know the admiral, and you know a lot of people are associated with the U.S. Navy. And again, like we during my retirement, picture with the Admiral Sebrowski, as we have taken earlier.
Yes.
And the other part of that is to be able to do something positive for the community, like volunteering with the soup kitchen,
Yes.
and volunteering in different parts of the society here in Newport, like an American Legion, the Navy League, the Filipino American Association,
Yes.
and
Correct.
most of all, the four seasons here in New England is what I like. If you don't like the weather, we have four seasons. It's now fall, then winter, spring, and summer.
Yes.
If you don't like the weather, stick around, it'll change.
Yes. And also, the Newport, Rhode Island, they have the big naval base located just around the corner in his house. So I guess that's one of the reasons too, right?
Yeah.
It's very
There are so many tenant commands here in Naval Station. Of course, we have the Naval War College, we have the Defense Intelligence International Legal Studies, we got the Surface Warfare School, we got the Senior Listed Academy, where I graduated in 1982 as a senior chief. Being able to go to the Senior Listed Academy gives you the opportunity to earn 18 college credits, and that's how I got started to go back to school, and then I got the degree in hospital administration. And being able to work at the Naval Hospital, I was nominated to be the Federal Employee of the Year, the first Filipino to be able to get that award, which was given by Governor Cheffy at the time.
Oh yeah, I know him. Yes, I remember Governor Chief. Oh, that's a great story, Kuya Tony. And
Thank you, Elvi, for having the opportunity to being able to be interviewed tonight.
yes, you're a very aspiring person, and also I know you help other Filipino militaries that they came here to go to school in the Naval War here in Newport, Rhode Island. You're very welcoming and very hospitable to the people that came from our country to join the military and go to school here for our own military, also in the Philippines for the Navy. So you've been meeting a lot of these students from our military service, correct? And
Correct.
you entertain them. You also help
Actually,
them.
we had the two commander students at the Naval War College. It's Commander Marayag and Commander Tony Booth, and 5 other lawyers studying at the Defense International Legal Studies here. And they have Captain Marcos and Major Somanang, and some
many
of
of
their
them.
other lady lawyer who is also just graduated, and she just went home a couple of days ago. And that was Lieutenant Ligaya Maria Ligaya.
Oh. That's a nice name, and that's really great to hear that you also able to serve and help our fellow men from the Philippines who are serving in the military.
Yeah, serving as a sponsor give you the opportunity to be able to get to know them personally. We invite them here for home cooked meal, and they really appreciated the opportunity to go and have lobster dinner.
Wow.
And we take them to apple picking during the time last September. And those students have the unique opportunity to be able to see
Experience.
apples, and they pick apples themselves.
They experience the American tradition here, since they are here just for a short period of time. So
Yeah.
that's a really great. And what can you advise to the young, maybe Filipinos also that want to become a Filipino U.S. Navy? How can you give how can they join, and what can you give them encouragement or advise them
Okay.
for joining the U.S.
The,
Navy or other military maybe
Of course.
service?
The idea of encouraging Filipinos to join the it's no longer an option now, because the military in the Philippines has been taken off since 1992. All the U.S. bases back in the Philippines is already closed. It's a part of the U.S. Trying to remove most of the military bases back in the Philippines and in Southeast Asia. The only bases there now are Guam, and of course the parts of Subic Bay is being turned over to Singapore.
Oh, right. Hey.
So
Sorry to
there's no
No more
advantage
chance.
of
Yeah.
getting the Filipinos to join the Navy unless they are already here in the
US.
US.
Yes,
I
that's right.
know of a young guy who was our guest for about a couple weeks with their parents. He's from San Jose, California. He joined the Navy here,
Yes.
and he's now at the he studied here at the Naval Academy Prep School, and now he's pursuing his career in the Navy, and he will be graduating at Naval Academy next year. It's a 4-year course to join the Navy. You have to go to Naval Academy Prep School here in Newport. After that 1 year study here, you have to go to Annapolis to complete your Naval Academy career. And your graduation will become to be an ensign. Ensign is the starting point where you will serve in the Navy.
Oh, wow, that's nice to hear. That's really great information from Kuya Tony Cercena. And by the way, what is your rank in the Navy? I forgot to ask.
Serving in the Navy, I became from E1 a recruit to seaman, and then seaman apprentice, and then third class petty officer, second class petty officer, first class petty officer, and then from first class you have to take the exam, and after you've been nominated, and then you make chief. After you make chief, and another jump for you to move up for mobility and be promoted to senior chief. I was a senior chief when I retired.
Wow, nice. That's a great career from the U.S. Navy, Kuya Tony. And I just want to say thank you very much for joining me today, and
Thank
you
you.
for sharing your journey with the U.S. Navy. And I hope everyone can also learn from that
I
experience.
hope you have
That's-
enough heat that we have here.